So miraDry is a procedure that we offer in our clinic to help those patients that come in with excessive underarm sweating. It is a treatment that's done typically anywhere from 1 to 3 times. The treatment takes about an hour to perform and leaves patients sweat-free and oftentimes also odor-free. The miraDry procedure works by using microwave technology under the skin to ablate both the sweat glands and the odor glands. The procedure takes approximately an hour to an hour and a half in our clinic. It requires anesthetizing the underarms locally and then followed by actually doing the treatment with the handpiece and the machine. miraDry is permanent in the sense that one treatment will get rid of about 60 to 70% of the excessive sweat glands. A second treatment will get rid of about 80 to 90%. And then the third treatment, virtually most of that, the excessive sweat glands that are in the underarm area. Typically, patients don't describe pain after the procedure. It's more of a soreness, and that comes more from some swelling that might occur in that area. The treatment by itself would be painful, but that's why we automatically anesthetize each underarm using tumescent anesthesia with lidocaine or Novocaine to get the area totally numb before we do the treatment. The procedure is very effective in that it will get rid of that excessive sweating. Now, occasionally I've had patients that have come in and have had some sweating afterwards, but what we've always found is that it's the sweat glands that are surrounding the underarms that are there that sometimes will creep into the underarm area after the treatment, but we've actually even been able to help them to some degree. Yes, sweating is a very important physiological thing that the body does to get rid of heat, but the underarm sweating is only about 7% of the total area. So when somebody's exercising, when they are very, very hot and need to relieve that excessive heat, we actually sweat from everywhere, including the forehead, the back of the neck, the chest, and so on. So it's totally okay to decrease the sweating in the underarms because when you actually need to be able to sweat, you're sweating from everywhere else as well. Also, when we're decreasing the underarm sweating, remember, we're actually trying to get rid of that excessive sweating that some people have. After the procedure, we ask patients to kind of relax for the rest of the day and ice the underarms because it helps to decrease some of the pain that might be residual. You can also use Tylenol or Advil at that time. What we want is after the procedure for patients to not do repetitive motions with their arms, such as vacuuming or reaching up and down with anything. After the procedure, you can usually go back to work the next day. It's not a problem. There might be some swelling or soreness in the underarms for the next couple of weeks. By decreasing the amount of sweating that's coming from the underarms, it doesn't cause the body to sweat more from other areas. You will continue to sweat from other areas the way that you were prior to the treatment. So there are somewhere between 2 and 4 million sweat glands throughout the body. So by reducing the 7% that we have in the underarms, we still have 90% of the sweat glands everywhere else that can continue to sweat and allow the heat to be released when it's necessary for the body to do so. And yes, I actually have many patients that are now coming in to do miraDry procedures, even though they don't have excessive underarm sweating, because by getting rid of the small amount of odor glands that might be present, it's actually decreasing one more chemical that you apply to your body. So it allows patients to be able to get rid of their deodorants forever.